borrow money and not agreeing with it. And then the second one was pretty much like a guy interrupting my trip to dinner, and I didn't feel like I invited him on a date, but he came. He ate. He spent more of the bill.
That was on when the guy. What was this?
I don't.
Oh, good to hear that.
I don't.
No, that's bad.
Thank you.
That's the worst.
And
that's what she's calling Nigerian guys.
About it, they had the same experience, so I wasn't alone. Like they were like, "Girl, I'm trying to tell you, these cats get out here. What y'all call it? Foaming, framing, bombing." Pretty much it's like flexing when you don't, like it's representing like you have something, but you don't.
Flexing.
But they don't call it that. They call it. I think they call it foaming.
Forming, maybe.
Forming.
Oh, forming. Oh, forming. Yes. Okay, we understand. Yeah. Are we on?
Yes, you guys are. We are recording already. Just 47.
I still haven't seen it.
In just 47 seconds.
Okay, no, it's fine. Let's go.
Okay. Hey guys, this is Ella here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'm Ella, Black American, decided to take an adult gap year, and I'm now living in Nigeria. So for those of you who are tuning in again, thank you so much. I appreciate all of the likes, the subscribes, and the comments. And so this episode today, there was such a large pushback from the dating episode about Nigerian guys. Nigerian men felt that they were not properly represented. So I have here with me my friend IK. IK is here representing for the men. A quick recap for those of you who didn't see the episode, definitely go back and watch it. But I gave 2 examples of terrible dating experiences that I had here in Nigeria. One of which was a person who I dated for quite a while, and he asked to borrow money, and I wasn't comfortable with it. And then eventually, the relationship kind of changed, and he felt like he should be able to rely on me, and I didn't agree. The second of which, I was on my way to dinner. A guy kind of interrupted. I didn't feel like it was a date, but he ate, he spent significant money, and then when the check came, he didn't have any money. So that's just a quick recap for what happened. Feel free to go back and watch the episode. But so I'm here with IK so that we can talk about an actual representation of dating in Nigeria with a male perspective. So
yeah, thanks, Daniel. So first things first.
First things first.
Yeah, so first things first. Let me first say sorry. I'm sorry on behalf of every Nigerian man in the world. I'm not going to lie. Your experiences have been unbecoming, to say the least. But I'm not going to say we can't put that. We can't use that or these incidences as a blanket definition for the Nigerian men. No, hell no. But I'm not going to say that guy. Only boy, he said it's not correct. You went to dinner. And was it lunch? You guys went to eat, and he came, and he ate more than you. They're supposed to be that they should beat.
Come on.
They should beat the guy. I swear. I mean, without prejudice to him. I mean, maybe he bet in his defense. Maybe he bet with someone, or he was just trying to be crazy. But I mean, have some dignity. You guys went to eat. He ate more than you, and he now was like, if I'm not mistaken, he was imposing himself on you in the sense that he expected you to foot the whole bill.
Entire bill. And his bill was 2 times the amount.
2 times.
2 times. He was having a jolly time. He's like ordering another glass of wine, like enjoyment.
We were. He said it's not correct. Man, that's the truth. That's the gospel truth. So yeah, that guy is, in my opinion, I think he's an exception to the rule in the sense that typically Nigerian men have this. I would say Nigerian men have an iota of pride, maybe a step too far, but the base Nigerian man has a decent degree of pride, and it touches, issues. Would I say woman issues or relationships? A Nigerian man will go out with you, and even though he doesn't have the money, he's going to ask his guy, please give me 100,000 naira. I want to impress this chick. What the fuck are you going to do? I'm telling you, even though he doesn't have any money, I mean, yeah. But the fact that, okay, I've lost my train of thought. Let me, yeah. A Nigerian man, you take a girl out. You want to impress. I'm trying to be careful using the word impress because I know most Nigerian men are not exactly out to impress, but there's this degree of pride, So, long story short, that guy is an exception to the rule. I'm sorry you met him. Yeah, I'm sorry you met him, but I wouldn't subscribe to the fact that Nigerian men are, so unbecoming to the extent of, forcing or imposing a bill on you to that effect is unfair. It happens. I genuinely think it cuts across board. When I mean across board, I mean not just Nigerian men, but Americans, Europeans, Asians, you name it. So yeah, one of those things. I'm sorry. I'll use myself for an example. If I were to go on a date with maybe a very beautiful girl, maybe Danielle, you, I say, let's go on a date. Okay. Maybe the bill is like 100K or something. And, okay, let's say I don't have any money at all. Before we go out, I should have the decency to tell you, you know what, Daniel, I don't know if I can afford this. Or can you do this? Maybe I'll meet up or I'll reciprocate some other time. Maybe. And, if there's any chemistry, you'll be like, okay, fine, you cover it. Or I'll say, let's do 50-50. Or, I have just 40K. Can you do 60K? Let me do 40K. And, yeah, we'll meet somewhere. I mean, or the typical Nigerian man, we want to cover the entire bill. I'm just being academic, that's the truth. The typical Nigerian man wants to cover the entire bill. And in an attempt to, save face, quote unquote, he may decide to go to, he may recommend maybe a restaurant or an eatery that is not too pricey. Depending on the girl, like you, I'm not going to take you, well, it depends anyway. Listen, there are so many variables involved that I can't just put a peg on, every, what would I say, every factor. There's so many things involved. Maybe we are so friendly. I'm like, let's just go and have McDonald's somewhere. I say McDonald's, sorry, we're in Nigeria. Sorry, let's just go and have Domino's somewhere. Okay, we'll just go and get Domino's pizza somewhere. Maybe go to VI or, somewhere near, what's the name of that beach in VI?
Landmark.
We could say, let's go to Landmark area and have Domino's and just chill. Or if I'm trying to really make an impression, say, okay, we are not too friendly, but we are cool. So let me try and make a statement. Let's go to the most expensive Chinese or something. Yeah. So I think there are so many factors involved. But my humble self, I'll say, let's just go to a cool place. Not too pricey, not too pedestrian. So yeah. So I think. Long story short, summary: Nigerian men are not assholes. The guys you met, they were assholes, and I'm sorry on behalf of Nigerian men, please, you guys should. You guys owe me for this. I'm telling you. You guys owe me.
Okay, but I would say that Nigerian men it's like a thing in Nigeria. Like nobody faces a negative word about their actions. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is like their actions could be manipulative. And in Nigeria, the guy would be like, I'm passionate. Like he's given a positive word to a negative attribute. And so he doesn't face the facts of his negative attributes because to him, he's like flipped them in his mind to something positive. And I say this to say, like, I've talked to other women, they share in my experience. I am not alone in that. So, like, I don't know. Tell me what dating is like from the perspective of a single, attractive, together man in Nigeria. What's it like for you?
Thanks for the compliment anyway. Let me first address the issue of I'll call it gaslighting, quote unquote. We are just some guys, they just try to make a mountain out of a molehill. You are fucking up on Monday. No. I'm telling you, you are fucking up like an asshole, but you are trying so hard to, play the victim. Are you mad? It happens. It happens, and those kind of guys, in defense of the Nigerian man, I would say they don't just, display such excess to the females. No, it cut across both genders. Yes, they are assholes to women. Let me tell you something. In the register of men, these guys are asshole everywhere. From top to bottom, they are asshole everywhere. So yes, this kind of people that gaslight, I wouldn't ascribe it to the Nigerian man's bias against the woman or the females. No. The problem is that these people are just bastards. Do you understand? They are just mad. It's not like maybe they don't respect women or they hate women or they think they are smart. No, they are just mad. Normally, they are not even trying. They just, So yeah, unfortunately, there's this unconscious. How would I put it? There's this mindset we have that yes. I mean, again, listen. I'm not trying to defend Nigerian men in everything, but I would say again, it comes across board in the sense that everywhere you go, you hear something. They say, "Oh, it's a man's world." So when you see an asshole, this is a living bastard, okay? A living bastard with his full chest. He's going to come at you and be misbehaving, but it doesn't mean his neighbor is a full-blown bastard. No, his mom raised him well, his father guided him, and his friends are not bastards also. You see, some of these people, they are not okay. Their father is I don't want to castigate anyone's dad on national TV or in front of them. Let me keep that to my chest. I'm not going to say anything. Their fathers, some of them, they were misguided. Let me just, in the most decent and most decorous way I can explain this. Their fathers, made a few mistakes and passed it on to them. Coincidentally, their mothers did not help matters. And they were surrounded by men and women who just made they just fanned the flames of his bastard nature till he bloomed to a world-renowned housewife and multiply that across the country. They have a lot of people that are not very okay. It's funny now, but in some instances it goes a bit to the extreme negatively. Some guys have this opinion, because it's a man's world, they must, bully a woman. I'm like, guy, biologically you are ahead of her. Physically. Yes, so why are you trying to inflict? Maybe she doesn't agree with you, now hit, or you shout. Just go to the main road, just go to the bus stop, go to Falon, go to Ojuelegba, go. Those guys will beat your ass up. But yeah, some of these guys are in the house shouting on the woman, or trying to make a point, or oh, they are playing victim. Meanwhile, they fucked up. They should go to the bus stop and try and do that. They should just go to the road. Just get to I'm serious. Just get to Obalende here. Get to Obalende. Oh, I'm the victim. Meanwhile, listen, like 6 guys that don't know you, they've not eaten since Monday. Today is Wednesday. They will beat your life. Your ancestors will rise from the ashes. I'm telling you, they know where they misbehave. They don't just misbehave, as a norm before the public. Those guys, you see them outside there, so cultured, so the most well-behaved, because they know nobody's going to take their shit. But they have this, mindset that it's a man's world, so I must bully. Those guys are just going back. Those guys are full-blown bastards. So again, I'm not trying to downplay your experiences. They happen. So in fact, in your defense, they are more prevalent than meets the eyes. A lot of cases come to me. Today is Wednesday. A woman called me. She said her uncle referred her to me, that she wants to take her husband to court, that the guy beat her. He beat her. He beat his side chick because this in the house. The woman went out. Maybe she went to see her cousins, and she came home like 10. The guy had another woman in the house.
Oh.
Yes. So when she came in, because he wasn't expecting her till the next day, so the woman had an altercation where she went to. So out of another, she came home. The guy was like, I thought you said you're coming back tomorrow. She said, blah, blah, something. The guy, oh yeah, but, maybe she just go back, because she was like, no, this man, the guy just slapped her. He just slapped you because, is this guy okay? Yeah, so
I'm not laughing.
I'm telling you,
violence against women is never acceptable.
Ikeja GRE, it happened live. She called me on Monday, she was weeping on the phone. So as the guy was just going on and on, he hit her, pushed her, she pulled the door. Because the guy was inside, he pushed out, so she pulled the door. Like, you can't be doing that, this man, what do you mean? The side chick just jumped out. She just jumped out, guns blazing. That was too much now. That is wrong. The guy just hits the lady. Bam. Anyway, he hits the side chick. So where am I going to with all this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could give instances. I could talk on so many things, but because I can tell you had some not very sweet experiences, but it's not like that. It's just that some of these people, they believe it's a man's world and they must misbehave. So,
I do think that Nigeria is a man's world.
I won't say Nigeria, I would say the whole world.
I don't know. In America, I feel like I be doing my thing. Like, I don't feel like it's a man's world. Well, I will say that maybe it's a man's world if you have to deal in corporate America or something like that. But I think in entrepreneurship, kind of like blazing my own trail, I feel less of a second-class citizen.
Or second-class being, you mean?
Yes, second-class being. Whereas in Nigeria, like, it's really a man's world. Like, everywhere I go, the men control the money, the access to things, they're legislating. I mean, the men here, they're pretty powerful.
No doubt.
And these big men, they call shots. Like, people fall down when they, walk past.
You already know. Make no mistake. These guys, listen, some guys will cough and things will happen in Nigeria.
Yes.
They cough and listen, mountains will move.
Yes, where on the flip side, a woman could be successful, she could be intelligent, she could be beautiful, and she's still subjected to all of the things that come to any woman. Like, she's no likely to be, people will cheat on her all the same. People will not take her seriously all the same. Like, it's crazy here. It's a man's world. Here.
Okay.
But big boys have fun. No shade to you. Have fun.
I think I wouldn't say it should be remedied. I think it should just be fixed. When I mean fixed, I mean the lapses should be cured in the sense that even though it's a man's world, I don't think a man should. Oh, I'm a man, Danielle is a woman. Get out! No. How about? No, I mean, we need women in this world. If women were not in this world, look at Okuz. Look at him there. He's standing there behind the camera. If there were no women in this world, I would just be angry for no reason at him. And I would just bite his head off. I'm telling you because there's no woman to control my, I won't say I would just say, let me generalize it. There are no women to control that male animal instinct because, listen, when you leave men somewhere for a short time, in no time, you see fights.
Come on. Chaos.
Listen, fights, that quest for supremacy. You see a guy the size of this remote, he may just...
Territoriality.
Yeah, that territorial animal instinct, it will kick in and it will, suffocate every iota of gumption in your consciousness and you'll be like, you just want to prove a point. I think it is a ripple effect of the excess of the survival instinct.
Okay.
Yes, just a little bit excessive. So where am I going to with this? I think women are there. Thank God, thank the Almighty for women. I think women are there to curb this excess. So if I know Danielle is just beside me, I'm not going to be too eager to bite Mr. Okunzi's head off because I don't want Danielle to think, oh, this cannibal, this crazy Nigerian. No, I'm trying to behave myself, and that's how I think it is everywhere in the world. Half the guys you're seeing on the street, they're ready to break a fight like this. they're ready to snap just like this, but because they know. Or let me say, because we know we have to behave not just for one another as men, but so that the species will continue. When I mean the species, I mean if women are scared of men in perpetuity, who is going to carry the next generation? Nobody's going to want to mate with us because they are scared that, all these guys, they are all IK. 4 million, 3 million, 3 million IK in the world, or 3 billion, how many are we? Let's cut it by half, 3 billion IK in the world. Oh, they want to kill us. No. We need to behave. So I think, like we say in Nigeria, charity begins at home. I think we should take the grooming of the child, a step further in the sense it transcends the realm of basic education. When I mean basic, I mean you go to school, get a degree, primary school, secondary school, university, blah blah. That's perfect. In the same vein, the mother and the father should be able to instill